trying to focus a little bit more on using sample-based production techniques in terms of taking a sample, chopping it, creating something new with it. The reason I'm doing that is because that is inherently part of hip-hop culture, and the things that samples do to sounds, it's hard to recreate that in any other form other than using that. So I've created a beat here that I was just showing Tony. It's called Vintage, and the idea was to take this sample, chop it up, but keep that vintage feel, and add some kind of some other characteristics to the beat that the sample didn't really have in it. So if you want to hear the sample straight up, this is a sample. So as you can hear, it's a lot of vocal melody in there. There's a lot of piano, guitar-y kind of soul sounding stuff in there. And I was able to create this loop out of that sample. Stop. Bass under it. Wasn't that Tangerine? So pretty much I took that loop and I added my own drums back into it, and then I added a horn sound to kind of keep that vintage soul 60s, 70s sound. I added that kind of horn sound that you hear here. So if I mute everything. And this part of the beat, I play it by hand. So this allowed me not only to create that sample feel with the sample chops, but also be able to bring that level of creativity as a instrument player to the table as well. So I was able to finger that melody in that you hear from the horn. So yeah, and I'll show you what the drums sound like.
Alright, let's go.
The drums sound like this. So as you can tell, it kind of has that. It's got an acoustic thump to it. It kind of maintains that vintage sound, but it's also something that I created with the flip that I was able to do. So that's kind of how that became together. And, so yeah.
Those are some dope cymbals on that.
Let's just play it for a little bit. Sample chops, drum hits. So you'll notice here, this is a different set of sample chops. So there's an A section of the loop that I chopped up and made a loop with. Then there's a B section with that same different part of the sample, but the same track. And it creates this. All around, I brought that back in there. And the drums are pretty steady. They stay pretty much the same throughout the beat. Because that's kind of how it was in the back in the day. this the perfect vintage sound that kind of elevates the drums, adds another rhythmic layer, and also maintains the feel. So I'll play that. That right there does so much for this beat. Without that, this beat sounds flat. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have as much dynamic character to it without that. So if you notice, Vince, this plays through the whole song. You never realize that you don't get tired of it because I do little things like bring the drums in and out, switch the samples. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, that's how you make a Tangerine soul beat. That's how you make it layer.
That's how you make that joint right there. Hey, I might post this tomorrow, bro. That's crazy. We posted this.
More content like this.
Yeah, we gonna.
I'm such a mad scientist behind the shit.
Yeah.
Hence that poster right there. I'm just kind of a mad scientist.
Yeah, bro.
So I can break every part of it down.
He knows what he's doing. Alright, so we gonna go ahead and then we got a full John because here's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. He's gonna break this down for me. We're gonna do a whole full John and we're gonna listen. We got something big in the works, right?
Oh yeah.
Right, Jamal?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We cooking.
Alright, we cooking, y'all.
Don't forget, 29 trips out October 27. That shit gonna be fire. What are you talking about?
Yes, sir.
What are you talking about?
Release party October 28th.
Hey.
Follow us Saturday.